Ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's go.
Episode 30, everybody.
What's up, peeps? 30. Wow. I don't know.
Didn't think we'd make it this long.
Every week I'm like, wow, the number's bigger than it was last week. We had a pay-per-view this week. Or last. Sunday's this week, right? Yeah, let's just say this week. Fastlane. One right before WrestleMania. Why don't you grade that for me?
It wasn't. I've seen worse. I've seen better. I'd probably give it middle of the road, like C.
C. I would do a D plus, C minus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could tell pretty much everything that happened could have happened on a SmackDown or Raw.
Oh yeah.
There was nothing. It was
nothing exciting.
No.
They all the pay-per-views and shows on TV, they just all blend into one big glob. There's nothing exciting, nothing. And then when they have the opportunity to surprise us with something, they blow it by mentioning it on Facebook or the internet an hour or the day before. And it's like, man, you're killing your hype.
Yeah.
One thing you called a couple weeks ago was Shane turning heel. That was beautiful. That was awesome.
Well, I initially thought.
No pun intended.
I initially thought of it because the pay-per-view was in
Cleveland,
which is the Miz's hometown.
Oh, should have beat up his dad too. Smoked him. What the hell? Why is his dad got to be there and everyone's hugging him?
Yeah.
It's dumb. I hate that shit. So yeah.
But we haven't seen a heel Shane in probably 20 years.
Yeah, and I love it. He's a dick. He can be an awesome heel, and that's probably our WrestleMania match right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Usos they retain the belts. Best tag team in the company right now, if you ask me. Mandy Rose and Asuka. That wasn't a bad match.
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Mandy is actually getting better each week. I don't mind her in the ring. It almost looked like they're DeVille was setting up to have the apron in the way, but then the ref started messing with it, and it's like, oh shit, maybe I'm supposed to leave that there. I forgot. So then Mandy kind of tripped on nothing, but they played it off as the apron, but lost her chance.
Yeah.
Oh well. That I didn't see Mandy winning that.
No.
So Asuka a month before Mania, she doesn't have an opponent. So hopefully this week on SmackDown, she figures out what her WrestleMania is going to look like.
She's a champion, and she hasn't had any direction.
Zero. Ever since Becky and Charlotte and Ronda started their feud, Asuka's been left in the dark. And that's bullshit. Because Asuka she's better than Ronda. Ronda's just got the name.
Yeah.
So man, they're really screwing Kofi, huh? Why?
They're trying to give him the Daniel Bryan treatment from 2014.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be behind him.
Yeah. And then what? You think he's gonna get the belt at Mania or something? Huh.
I think they're setting it up for that.
I don't mind him getting the belt, but I don't think that's a WrestleMania moment. Kofi?
He's been with the company 11 years?
Yeah, but he's 134 pounds. He's so small. I don't know. So the bar smoked his ass. Saw that coming as soon as you saw the bar coming out. Yeah, you knew it was going to be pretty. The Raw Tag Belt Championships, Triple Threat, Black and Ricochet. Man, I love those two.
I love them. I love those two, but I wish they were single.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't have them paired together.
Yeah. And Revival's finisher, the Shatter Machine, that's beautiful. I think they hit Gable with that.
Yeah.
That was good.
I think it was Sunday night. Ricochet jumped over I think Rude was on the floor, and Ricochet jumped over the turnbuckle and the ring post. And that was impressive.
Yeah. That dude can jump. He's good.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't know how they would be able to get there, but a match between him and a Demon Balor would be out of this world.
I don't know. Black and Ricochet were never a tag team in NXT. Why did they keep them every week? They're tagging, even on both shows. Split them up. They can work alone, if not better, right?
Yeah.
They just don't have. They wanted to bring them up, and they don't have anything for them yet. That's every week what happened to EC3? What happened to Nikki Cross? Lacey Evans comes out every week and just dances around.
Yeah.
Guarantee she'll never be in a match. They're gonna scratch that whole deal, just like Eva Marie.
Or remember they were pushing that Lars Sullivan for like a good 3 weeks, and then he just
He disappeared. I don't think he's in the company anymore. Who was saying that last week? Was Billy saying that because he made some Nazi comments?
Yeah, I heard. Which that wasn't. I wasn't really crying about that because he wasn't ready for the main roster.
He's just a big guy with a goofy beard, and it's like
last year I saw a match in NXT with him and Black. Even Alistair couldn't carry that match. It was bad.
Not every big guy can wrestle, I don't know. U.S. title. There was a 4-way. Who was in that? Joe, Bray, Andrade, and Truth. Joe choked out Ray. I don't like 4-ways. I don't even like triple threats are okay, but 4-ways there's just too much going on. And then you've got two guys sitting outside the ring playing hurt, and then the other two are doing a couple spots, and then they switch around, and it's like, ugh, just hot garbage, man. How? I don't Nia, how the hell does she still have a job?
I have no idea.
I'm sure it's because of The Rock, but every week she's just sloppy.
Yeah.
Either dropping someone or missing a spot or just, God, I don't get it, man. But then we got Beth Phoenix at the end. You think she's going to come back to wrestle? Probably a WrestleMania thing.
I like a WrestleMania match.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
Beth and Natty versus the Samoans.
Yeah. That could be cool. That's actually a pretty good prediction.
Boy,
Is that WrestleMania? Is that the pre-show, you think?
yeah, well, they got...
Because they've got 12 matches before Mania even starts.
One thing I noticed, we'll get the Raw in a little bit, but I noticed on Sunday too. Boy, Beth is she works out.
Yeah, she's 2 kids and she's still in really good shape.
Yeah.
She looked awesome. She could totally go. She looks good in the ring with the little bit she's doing.
Yeah.
But it's not hard to look good when Nia's in the ring.
No, it's not.
Just throw a turd in there and it looks better than Nia. Another thing that just confuses me, why did they put Mustafa Ali in the SmackDown Championship?
Maybe they needed somebody to take the bumps. That's the only thing I could think
There was
of.
a lot of big bumps, a lot of cool spots, but it was just a regular Daniel Bryan match. Nothing too fantastic. What do you think?
It was all right. It's kind of, I shouldn't say boring, but kind of...
You could say boring.
When you know the outcome.
Yeah.
Bryan wasn't losing that title at Fastlane. He wasn't.
They shouldn't even have the champions wrestle the pay-per-view before.
No title.
No title
chance. Miz and Shane, no, they weren't even the champions.
No. They lost.
So no titles changed. No titles are going to change at a pay-per-view like Fastlane.
Then don't. Put somebody else on.
Exactly.
We don't need to see Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
rest them up. We don't see Brock Lesnar. Yeah, D+ pay-per-view, man. And then, what do you think about Becky and Charlotte? We haven't really talked about that.
I think ever since we got off the air last week, there's been more things going on with that whole storyline. I really like what they're doing with Ronda. That's her actual personality. If you watched any of her MMA, that is Ronda Rousey.
That's her attitude. So,
not this wholesome, smiley. That's not Ronda Rousey.
No. Do you think it would have worked? You think it would have worked if they brought her in heel?
No.
No, I think they needed her face.
They needed her face to get the outside attention for the first 6 months to a year. Now that I think she's going to be going away after WrestleMania, just for take a little break.
Turn her heel so we don't miss her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last month of her run, she's going to be a heel.
Yeah.
But what she's doing now, is Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you followed her career in the UFC,
she was badass.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She wasn't shaking
smiley
hands and kissing babies. Yeah.
That's why it kind of threw me for a loop. If you followed her, I'm like, this is not who she is.
I like it. I like her. I like her heel. But yeah.
The only thing that didn't make sense though is why wouldn't she beat up both of them?
She just wanted to get Charlotte DQ'd so Becky won. That's all she cared about.
But after the bell
rang,
why wouldn't you take a shot at Charlotte?
Yeah, she should have just destroyed them both, just to.
Because you don't like them both.
Yeah. And a good heel would have just destroyed them both.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand why Becky is still hurt. But why do they keep if it's? I just don't understand.
Well, I would have done what I would have done at the beginning of that match.
Mm-hmm.
Becky came in with that crutch.
Yep.
What I would have done is the bell rang, and then Becky threw the crutch down and start hopping around. Admit that the whole thing was a ruse.
That's what I was hoping too, that she would have just started dancing. It's like, tricked you. But that would have been too easy. Just to throw, that would have been perfect to throw Charlotte off, because she thought she had her. You're hurt. You're a wounded dog. I'm going to destroy you, and just throw her off her game. That would have been perfect, but no. They just don't think. The Shield. What'd you think of that?
It was so predictable that I was going to close the show because of Roman.
Yeah.
But like I said, that felt like a main event on Raw.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing special. And they
I'm going to mention something that we've talked about for the last month, and I think I've come around to your side as far as the whole Dean Ambrose thing.
Yeah.
They've mentioned it too much lately.
I wrote that down. Where is it? Why do they keep saying never? Never gonna happen again. They never say that. They never say someone's contract is up.
Yeah.
They didn't resign. Oh my God. We're gonna have. It's probably gonna be Roman and Drew at Mania. And then, I don't know. Ambrose, something's going to happen that Ambrose stays. He's going to resign to help Roman or something. God, we're not dumb. They've never said your contract is up and this is the last time you'll ever see the Shield in the ring together. Never again. They probably said never a dozen times.
Well, I was in the camp where I thought, and it still might be real, but I'm like thinking they keep mentioning it over and over and over and over and over and over again. They wouldn't be mentioning it.
They would not be mentioning it. That's kayfabe stuff. You don't mention contract stuff every 5 minutes on TV. So yeah, we had the Shield start Raw.
Want to jump in the Raw right now?
Yeah, I want to jump in Raw because that Shield match was predictable. It wasn't the greatest.
To close it out, probably a C- for that pay-per-view.
Yeah, D+. So they're all hugging and stuff. Hugging and
Storyline-wise, it makes no sense, though.
no.
2 months ago, Rollins and Ambrose wanted to rip each other's throats out.
Yeah.
Now they're hugging.
Yep.
They never really explained.
Roman's back. Let's hug. Let's hug this out. I don't know. I just don't get it. And then Heyman came out and they had another Brock package, a video package.
Yeah.
That's the only time we see him is
News alert. I think we know who Brock Lesnar is.
Yeah, we don't need that. That was a waste of 3 minutes. It was cool to see Shelton come out with Heyman, for Heyman.
I didn't even know Shelton was on the roster anymore.
That's too bad because he's good.
No, I like Shelton, but he's never on TV.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm happy that he's there. Maybe they'll use him. Maybe that's going to be Brock's little right-hand man. You know, the one to be there with Heyman every week. Because they were a tag team before.
When they came up, in OVW.
Yep.
Before it was NXT.
Yep.
That class
was phenomenal.
Batista,
Orton,
Cena, Shelton Benjamin,
Lesnar. I think DiBiase was in there. Maybe Cody. Oh yeah. What year was that? Early 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Yeah. But you don't get that anymore.
No.
You get vanilla ice cream every they all look the same.
Yeah.
Bald and a beard or ugh. I see pictures of the performance center, like new recruits, and it's like, what? That's not how you do it. They need to create themselves in the indies. Don't go to a farm and get trained because they don't last.
No.
They don't make it because they can't. They're so stuck. They're so ingrained in that style. They don't know how to think outside the box. So they don't have nothing else to reference to. Oh man, I hate wrestling, Mikey. Yeah, you knew I got pissed at this.
I immediately thought of my buddy when I saw this last night.
So Rollins wins the match. He's leaving the ring, and Balor's music hits, and they cross paths on the ramp. Then they go to commercial. That drives me nuts, man. Have Rollins leave, go to commercial, then hit Finn's music and have him come out, right? It's so unorganized. It looks so sloppy and amateur. I just don't understand it.
I know.
Who's writing this? Who's writing this saying, yeah, this is it? And then, we forgot on the Fastlane pay-per-view what pissed me off. The women's tag champs came out first. Champs always come out last. Always. I don't get it. Finn beat Lashley for the IC belt. No, Lashley beat Finn for the IC belt.
Why do you even give Finn the belt if you're going to treat him like that?
How long did he have it? 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah. He got it the last pay-per-view, so a month.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks.
Just dumb.
I think he lost last week to somebody. Wasn't even on a pay-per-view Sunday. And then he loses to Lashley. The only thing I can think of is because Leo kind of screwed him out of the match by ringing the bell. The only thing I can think of is we get Demon Balor at Mania.
Versus Leo? Or versus Lashley?
Versus Lashley.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Leo versus Finn.
No. Okay. I wouldn't pay $2 to watch that.
I would pay $1.50 maybe.
Just saying, Finn thinks, I can't do it by myself. I gotta.
He needs to do that. He needs to do the demon at least at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
If he's even going to be on the card. He wasn't at Fastlane. I don't know. Yeah, we mentioned Rhonda Heel. That's pretty good stuff.
And then Dana Brooke comes out.
Dana Brooke, she lost what, 50 pounds?
She looks different. I didn't even recognize her. I'm like, who is that?
She looks really. I don't know.
She
looks sick.
Yeah, she didn't look good.
You know, some people look better with a couple pounds on them. You know, jeez. We had Black and Ricochet against Glorious. Is that what they're called? I call him Glorious.
Yeah.
I don't know. What happened there? Did I write it down? That was just another boring match. Oh, Black and Ricochet won it, but I don't remember who did what. Just another boring match. We had that match the night before. Bliss is gonna host WrestleMania. She hasn't been in the ring since Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I thought she was cleared.
I thought she was cleared.
And she hasn't wrestled.
And I can't remember what she did in Rumble. I don't know if she did anything spectacular.
I don't think so.
So maybe it was just get her in the ring. Don't take any big bumps. We need a spot filled. And now she's still doing the Bliss and now hosting WrestleMania. She's not even gonna wrestle at Mania. She must still be sick or concussed or whatever.
Why does WrestleMania even need a host?
I don't know. just more fluff. Just call him a fluffer, right? So this almost made me cry. Braun Strowman destroyed a Camaro. I love Camaros. That was a nice looking car. Just destroyed it. But it was obviously made out of duct tape because nobody can really... You can't go to the door and rip it off. You can't go to the hood and rip it off.
Exactly.
We're not dumb. We know how cars are built. There's like metal and bolts and screws and stuff, right? Jesus, we're not idiots.
And how the mighty have fallen. Braun was feuding with Brock Lesnar 3 months ago.
Yep.
Now he's in a pissing match with two comedians from Saturday Night Live.
He farted in somebody's breakfast or something. I don't know. I don't know what he did wrong.
Feuding with Brock Lesnar to feuding with two comedians.
I don't get it. He's just a joke. He's just a comic relief now.
It's like he's a Big Show.
Yeah, that's sad. That makes me sick that Braun Strowman is just getting pushed off to the side.
Yeah.
They must have... They're running out of people to put in the Hall of Fame. Do we really need Stevie Ray? You got Booker T in there already. We don't need Stevie Ray with Harlem Heat.
Which, I guess I was wrong. Because when the WrestleMania season first started, there was a rumor on the internet, and Bill Stremkowski backed me up on this, about the Hart Foundation, the tag team going in. And the WWE has never mentioned that since.
I didn't see it. Was it on?
It wasn't on their website. It was like a rumor.
Oh.
But it must have been just hearsay.
I can put rumors out there. You want me to start putting rumors on our page? Yeah, I don't believe everything. It would have been cool to see Jim Neidhart in there. You know, he just died. It was last year, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
My own personal feeling. I wish Brian Pillman would be in there.
If Stevie Ray's in there in Honky Tonk Man, you know Pillman's going to end up in there sooner or later. I think Alex Wright and Norman Smiley's going to be in there pretty soon. They're just hey, they must have a bucket of names in the back. They're just pulling them out now, right? I don't know. So Natty and not Natty. What did I just say?
Natty and Nia.
Nia and Natty. They had another match. Blah. Phoenix got involved, which is cool. I like that.
She must be, her and Edge must be pumping some iron. Her biceps are huge.
Yeah.
I don't remember her being that muscular when she was wrestling.
I think it's because she's in street clothes. Before she was probably, in her what do they call it, a costume?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, she's obviously weight training. All right, now Triple H and Batista. Was that awkward?
I expected more from that confrontation than that.
I felt bad for that mic that Batista was holding because that thing was soaked, man. He was just spitting all over the place.
Batista said the whole, "Give it to me, Hunter. Give it to me, Hunter. Give it to me, Hunter."
He wasn't even yelling it like that. Give it to me. Give it to me, Hunter. You know what I want. Give it to me.
Storyline wise, it doesn't make sense.
But it's going to be.
He wanted a match at WrestleMania with Triple H. So why did he have to beat up 70-year-old Ric Flair to get the match?
To get Hunter's attention. To say it was. I didn't mind that. I thought it was a good way to introduce him, bring him back. It was, shock. What do they call it? The shock value of it was there, and we graded that paper, that Raw. We gave it C's and B's, right? And because of that, they did that perfect. Now they're back to stinking up shows. But you and Billy Stromkuski also said the build-up is going to be good, but the match is going to suck. So I immediately thought it needs to be a street fight. So now they're calling it no holds barred. So that will work because it's not going to be pretty.
No,
it's going to have to be dirty to look good.
Yeah. And one thing, by hook or by crook, I think, maybe not in the match, but in the storyline leading up, I think Flair's going to be involved again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know how.
If he shows up with a shovel or the sledgehammer,
or watch Flair turn on Triple H.
No,
dirtiest player in the game.
And then he's in the next Galaxy movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
What did Triple H call those? Triple H called those
Guardians of the Indies or something. That was funny.
Yeah,
that's where they get all the security from, his local indie guys. Oh, what else do we got? We got Kurt Angle. Yeah, I think we predicted that a couple weeks ago.
That's what I think.
It's going to be his last match at Mania.
I think his last match at Mania. You're not going to like it.
Nope.
But John Cena inducted him to the Hall of Fame. So I'm thinking maybe John Cena goes out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I wouldn't mind that actually.
Kind of like a Flair HBK moment.
Yeah. I was actually predicting John Cena versus Truth at WrestleMania. But now he dropped the US title, so now that wouldn't make sense. Because it was kind of cute how Truth was always saying that my hero Cena, this is how he was US champ, and I want to be just like him. They could have played that out and then had Truth turn heel, and then that could have been a pretty good match.
I was a sappy Truth was on a pay-per-view. That hasn't happened in a long time.
I know. I think he was on my underrated list. Yeah. He's good. He's funny. I like him. So why did they have a Roman versus Corbin match, or supposed to, and then take him out? You think Roman's not ready?
I think that was just to gain more heel heat for Drew, and that's going to be the match at Mania, Drew versus Roman.
Yeah,
which I've always said those two would be a really good match.
It should be. Yeah, it should be really good. We'll see. So then we were stuck with Ambrose and Drew at the end of Raw.
Spoiler alert, I didn't watch that match.
No. Falls count anywhere. That's just, you can't do that on TV. I don't even.
So predictable. Ambrose hasn't won a match in like 3 months.
Yeah.
So, you know who was going to win.
Yeah. he did take an awesome spot. Drew put Ambrose in like a railing by the steps and then kicked the railing and everything went flying. I bet you that hurt. That looked pretty stiff.
He can sell like crazy.
Yeah.
I know you don't like him, but
He just needs to tone it down. He just hops around and does all this shit too much. It's like, oh my God. Oh, I don't like him. That's our Raw. Right? Got anything else to throw in there?
not really.
You want to grade that one? Probably another D+, C-
Yeah,
for
it
me.
wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed. They need that Triple H Batista. They need to build it better
That needs to be a lot better
because
than that.
I was kind of disappointed. Last time I saw heel Batista, he was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Heel Batista last night, that was not good.
Yeah.
Just for a 10-minute segment, just spewing, give it to me, Hunter, give it to me, Hunter, give it to me, Hunter.
Tell me what you want. You want to do some? I heard some Buck news on the radio today. What is there something going on with them? What are they? 48-17?
Yeah.
Poof.
No, they got 50 wins now.
50-17. Nice. What about Brewers? Anything in the Brewer land?
Not really.
Packer news.
They signed a few free agents, which is very, very rare
Yeah.
from a Packer fan.
You don't got that goofball Ted Thompson there anymore,
Yeah.
so now you've got a team you can actually manage instead of just Ted Thompson being his mouth breather off in the corner staring at the clouds. Oh, I used to hate seeing him at combines and at draft. He just looks like he's lost.
Well, what we always called him, Tightwad Ted,
Yeah.
because he would never spend any money.
Spend some money. Did they re-sign Jimmy Graham?
They didn't have to re-sign him.
Oh.
They just kept him for another year.
Oh, okay. So, would you say Zadarius?
Zadarius Smith, he's a outside linebacker from the Ravens. Preston Smith, he was an outside linebacker from the Redskins, and then they signed last guy. I don't know his first name, but his last name is Amos, and he was a safety for the Bears. So,
Oh yeah.
make your rival weak and
Strengthen yours up.
strengthen your team up.
Well, when's the draft?
April 27th.
Who do you like? Anybody in the draft? People, I'm hearing Kyler Murray going first to the Cardinals.
I would love that for the Packers because the more I still think they need defensive players. The more offensive players get picked before 12,
The better the
more
defenses.
defense
Yeah,
gets slides down.
we'll see. Yeah, I don't have anybody special. I know you and Billy talked a little bit last week. I do like Montez Sweat. Man, that guy's fast and strong.
I like I mentioned it last week. I saw him play a couple times last year in college. He's a defensive tackle from the University of Houston. I don't know if he'll slip to 12 or not, but Ed Oliver is his name.
You got a hard on for that guy. You mentioned him last week too.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt. Oliver. I'm for Oliver.
Young John Randall.
Yeah. Anything else? What about other free agency stuff? All I can remember is Frank Gore went to the Bills. Brown went to the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's the big news.
Yeah. Which I'm very, very thankful the Packers.
Nick Foles went to the Jaguars, which is
good for Nick.
good for Nick. He got paid, was it 4 years, $88 million? I like that. He's good. But can Brown be productive with the Raiders under Derek Carr? Or are they gonna
I don't know.
try to get a different quarterback? Because I think the Derek Carr days are over. He was good
He's
for.
still young though.
He was good for a couple years, and last year he wasn't that great.
But I was in the camp of the Packers seeing about Brown, but after like seeing how he handled himself, I'm so glad they didn't.
He's so immature.
I'm so glad they didn't get into that.
Unprofessional. He's just there to make money and dance.
Yeah.
I don't like players like that, and that's one thing the Packers usually stay away from are the childish, immature kids who are overpaid. They just cause problems.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I agree.
Yeah. You want to shut this one down?
I think we're good.
All right. Nothing really going on too much next week. We'll just probably do an episode 31 and maybe we'll have some more football news by then.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Episode 30, everybody.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
That was a good one.
Okay.